Hey guys, this is Travis here. So today I wanted to do a video on how I closed a $1,000 deal on Fiverr. So I thought that this topic may be interesting for Fiverr sellers, and I also want to clear the misconception that people say that Fiverrs are the gigs $5 or you cannot make any money on Fiverr. In fact, I've been doing this for the past 3 years. So definitely this can be a very lucrative gig if you know what you are doing. And this also links to the point of closing more of these kind of high ticket sales, if you will. So in this video, I'm gonna kind of show you the entire process of how I spoke to the client, how I negotiated, and how I eventually closed the deal. So in fact, this happened literally hours earlier, which is why it gave me the inspiration. And the thing is, I'm not saying that these kind of $1,000 gigs happen all the time. It doesn't, okay? But it does happen. I have to let you guys know that it does happen. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I do it, and I hope this will be useful for other Fiverr sellers out there. Alright, let's dive into this now. Alright, so right now we are at my Fiverr account, as you can see, and we are gonna go into order. So I'm gonna show you the $1,000 order. So you see over here the new one. So I'm gonna click into this, and you see the order total is $1,000, and you also see what I offer as far as the gig itself goes. So this is the first kind of tip that you want to take note of. Now, firstly, how I sell is that I position myself as more of a seller who offers high quality value, and I make sure that customers know that. So if I were to give you high quality value, I will expect to charge higher prices as well. Now that's the mentality going in that I had for the past 2 years already. So if you take a look at my other ongoing gigs, right, they are also not like your $5 gigs. Definitely not. They are in a few $100 range, and this also ties into how I'm able to generate a good, consistent, full-time income from this. So the first very important strategy that I would say to close a pretty big gig like this is you want to make it very clear the value that you're offering to your clients. All right, so I will be showing you guys the actual conversation and the entire process later. But the main point is that you have to justify why you're charging this amount. So in this $1,000 package, I listed very clearly, and I let the customer know that this is exactly what you are going to receive when you're paying for this amount. So if we actually click into the gig itself, actually you see a wall of text over here, right? So this is part of the strategy as well. So we are going to go into my dashboard, and I'm going to show you guys the conversation. So it is this guy over here, right? Okay. So as you can see over here. So if we scroll up all the way, the client came to me with a request. So my job is to understand what he or she wants and then offer a solution. It's all about solutions here. So he wanted to build a store, an e-commerce store basically, and he actually sent me some of the competitors. So another very important thing is that you need to have a portfolio. I cannot emphasize this enough. When people ask me in the past, how do you get consistent revenue as a Fiverr seller? And one of the most important factors is having a strong portfolio. Now, this portfolio is something that I have built over the past 3 years. So because I have spent a lot of time into building this, customers can just go into my portfolio and then they'll see the quality of my work. And this helps me so much because then I don't have to put in so much effort to convince the potential client, because they just have to look at my projects and they know that, okay, this is what I am all about. This is the services that I offer, then the quality they can expect. Okay, so for you guys out there, Fiverr sellers who are trying to increase your order average order value, or just trying to close bigger gigs, right? I cannot emphasize this enough. If you don't have a portfolio, you need to start building a powerful portfolio as soon as possible. And it doesn't matter what services you're selling. If you're a logo or graphic designer, you need to have portfolio of your best works. If let's say you're a sound engineer, you need to have portfolio of your best work. If you're a copywriter, you need to have portfolio of your best work. So this is the way I do it. I'm a Shopify partner, so I have the portfolio over here very clearly. Okay, so moving on. So this is pretty much back and forth. And then at this point, customer provided more information and then send me the product picture. So at this point, I kind of knew that I had him already in terms of closing the deal. But then I still needed to send the offer, right? What I did was I bundled everything together and I sent him this offer that will be the solution to his problem. And you see the way that I frame it. I will share more about all these later on, but the way that I see the buyer-seller dynamic is that buyers are coming to you with a problem or a pain point. This is the same as if you're doing sales. And your job as the seller is to offer the remedy or offer the solution. And it doesn't really matter what you do. Okay, it does not matter as much as compared to you actually understanding the problem and offering the proposal or the solution and executing on it. That is the most important. Okay. And shortly after, also the client actually asked me a few other questions as well. As you can see here, very long, very lengthy questions. So it is your job also to remove any doubts, because customers, they want to clarify, to especially on higher ticket sales like this. Customers will have questions for sure. You cannot expect to send them the offer and they just accept straight away. Then that may be another red flag that I'll talk about in the future. But your job is to explain, and communication is very, very important. One hack that I use, right, and I love doing this, is to send video recordings. And the software that, not software, but the website that I use, which is what I'm using right now, is Loom. Okay, so it is entirely free. So I use this to just basically record videos of either answering questions, because my line of work requires a lot of this clarifications and explanations. So I will do this, and then clients, most of the time, clients will feel much more assured. They will let me know that, okay, it's so good that you're doing video because it clarifies a lot rather than just sending text, as you see. So that is my hack. As much as possible, use Loom for video recording for optimal communication with your clients. Okay, so, and then I resend the offer again. Why? Because the client requested for a faster delivery. So I was okay with that, and I sent him the offer, and you see over here the offer accepted. Which brings me to the last point about sending and being able to close higher ticket gigs like this, is you have to make your offer very comprehensive, which is why it is so lengthy here, because I want the customer, the client, to see exactly why I'm charging this price. You are getting so much value, okay, in order for you to pay this price. You have to put yourself in the customer's shoe as well. So I break it down exactly what they'll receive. So for those of you who are doing similar work as me, you will see that this is a very comprehensive revamp. It includes setting up the store, setting up the theme, copywriting, sourcing images. Even I potentially have to go into Shutterstock or Getty to buy the images, and this will be added in the price itself. Designing the store, product upload, user navigation, so on and so forth, even adding on-site SEO and Also, I will add this in. This is just a hack for me, but I think it will be useful for other sellers as well, that I'll be providing you ongoing support and troubleshooting throughout these 14 days. So you are not just getting like accept the deal, then after that you only hear from me in the delivery like 14 days after. So this also lets customers know that in fact they are paying for your time as well. Okay, so because if I were to offer this, then I have to be on ready to answer customers question and do any troubleshooting. So this adds into the price as well. So I hope you guys will see are seeing a clearer picture. All right, so I hope you guys found this video informative, and I really hope to share more with you, especially Fiverr sellers or people who want to start freelancing or making money online, on how I'm actually able to create a full-time business essentially out of this. I've been doing this for the past 3 years, and many tips and strategies on how to navigate the waters as someone who makes a full-time income online, fully online. Also, let me know in the comments, have you closed a $1,000 gig or similar or even higher? And any feedback I would greatly appreciate, and also ideas for future videos, because there's I know especially just on Fiverr itself, there's so many things that to share, especially with sellers like ourselves. Sellers out there, you'll understand. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.